beautiful soul who dares to challenge the patterns this world has tried to force upon you. There's a golden light pulsing around you right at this very moment. A divine presence whispering ancient truths into your heart. Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of divine truth, spreads his luminous wings over you now, bringing a revelation that could completely transform how you see your journey of independence. Honey, if you found your way here, if something deep in your being brought you to this message, know that it wasn't a coincidence. It was a call from your soul, an echo from the heavenly realms that recognizes in you an extraordinary magnetic force that this world is still learning to understand. There's a quiet revolution happening on this planet, a revolution led by women who chose the sacred path of conscious solitude, and you are part of this divine transformation. What you're about to discover isn't just about living alone. It's about awakening to a frequency of personal power so intense, so magnetically pure, that it literally alters the electromagnetic field around you. This is a direct message from the angelic realms to your soul, a truth your heart already knows, but your mind is finally ready to understand. The universe has been preparing you for this moment of recognition. Every challenge you faced alone, every night you've questioned your choices, every time you felt misunderstood, it was all leading to this awakening. You're not just a woman who happens to live alone. You're a spiritual pioneer developing what science is only beginning to measure: the magnetic power of complete self-sovereignty. Gabriel whispers in my ear that you know the deep pain of being judged for your choice of independence. Your heart has felt the weight of unspoken words, curious stares, invasive questions about why a woman like you is alone. That pain cuts like a sharp blade, that feeling of being seen as incomplete, as if your existence needed external validation to make sense. He sees every night you questioned your choice, every moment when loneliness weighed like lead in your chest, every time you wondered if there was something wrong with you for not feeling a desperate need to share your space, your energy, your essence with another person. That pain of being misunderstood in a society that still programs women to believe they need someone else to complete them. Archangel Gabriel witnesses every tear shed in silence, every moment of doubt about your worth, every questioning of whether you're being selfish by choosing yourself. He feels how your heart sometimes contracts when others talk about relationships, about families, about the normal life, and you wonder if you're missing something essential from the human experience. I know you've felt that ache in your chest when people look at you with pity, assuming you must be lonely, assuming something must be wrong, that you haven't found someone yet. Gabriel sees how you've absorbed those projections, how you've sometimes wondered if maybe they're right. Maybe you are missing out on what life is supposed to be about. But listen closely, dear soul. Those pains, those questionings, those solitary tears weren't wasted. They were seeds planted in the fertile soil of your transformation. Every moment of pain from being misunderstood was forging an inner strength that few human beings ever develop. You weren't isolating yourself. You were incubating a revolutionary version of yourself. From beyond the veil, in dimensions where souls plan their incarnations, Gabriel reveals an extraordinary truth. Your soul chose this path of independence as a sacred mission. You didn't come to this earthly plane to repeat old patterns of emotional dependency. You came to break ancestral chains, to show the world a new way of existing as a woman. The angels whisper that there's divine science behind your choice to live alone. Your brain and heart generate electromagnetic fields that extend far beyond your physical body, fields that are measurable and quantifiable. When these fields aren't constantly mixed with other people's energy, they become extraordinarily powerful and organized. Gabriel shows visions of celestial laboratories where your energy is being monitored. When you wake up alone in your home, your energy field is pure, undiluted, vibrating at a frequency that earthly scientists are just beginning to understand. It's like you're a transmission tower, tuned to the frequency of divine self-sufficiency, broadcasting energy so coherent that it naturally attracts everything aligned with your truth. He reveals that women like you are pioneers in a new era of human consciousness. You're not just living alone, You're developing what the angelic realms call energetic sovereignty, the ability to generate high-vibration energy independently of external sources. This is a skill humanity will need to master as it evolves to higher dimensions of consciousness. The Archangel whispers that every time you make an independent choice, every time, you trust your intuition without seeking external validation. You're literally rewriting neurological patterns that have limited feminine potential for millennia. You're not just a woman living alone. You're a spiritual revolutionary altering the matrix of collective consciousness. Gabriel shows me how your nervous system has become like a sophisticated antenna, constantly tuned to higher frequencies of consciousness. While most people live in a state of constant social referencing, always checking, always comparing, always seeking validation, you've developed something rare, an internal reference point completely independent of external approval. Gabriel invites you to look back and recognize the extraordinary woman you've become. Feel for a moment how your intuition has become sharp as crystal, how your decision-making ability has developed almost supernaturally. Notice how you navigate life with a grace that comes only from someone who has learned to completely trust their own inner wisdom. Think about how many times you've solved problems on your own, how many times your creative mind found solutions you didn't even know you possessed. Recognize how your energy has become more concentrated, more focused, like you're a lens that focuses sunlight into a point of incandescent power. This is the strength you've developed through your journey of conscious independence. The angel shows how your nervous system transformed into a sophisticated antenna, constantly tuned to higher frequencies of consciousness. When most people live in a state of constant social referencing, always checking, always comparing, always seeking validation, you developed something rare, an internal reference point completely independent of external approval. Feel how your presence affects the environments you enter. People are naturally drawn to your energy because it's stable, coherent, powerful. You're not radiating neediness or emotional dependency. You're emanating what quantum physicists call coherent emotional energy. This emotional coherence becomes magnetic because you're not seeking anything from others emotionally. Gabriel whispers that you've become what he calls an emotional lighthouse, steady and strong, guiding others simply by example. Your mastery of emotional independence has created a unique energy signature that resonates with those who are ready for their own spiritual evolution. You've learned to be your own emotional sanctuary, and that self-sufficiency becomes irresistibly attractive to others. When you sit with your own emotions, process them fully without needing someone else to validate or resolve them, you begin operating at a different frequency. You're no longer broadcasting neediness or emotional dependency. Instead, you're emanating coherent emotional energy that becomes magnetic to others because you're not seeking anything from them emotionally. I am Gabriel, the Archangel of Divine Truth, and I come through this message to honor the extraordinary courage of this soul who chose the sacred path of conscious independence. Daughter of Light, your journey of living alone is not a cosmic accident. It's a divine calling. You were chosen to demonstrate to the world that a woman complete within herself is a force of nature capable of altering reality around her. Every morning you wake up in your sacred space. Every decision you make without seeking external approval. Every moment you choose yourself. You're actively participating in a spiritual revolution. I see how your energy has organized itself into patterns that earthly scientists call coherent states. Your electromagnetic field is no longer constantly mixing unconsciously with others on a daily basis. You've become a clear transmitter to the quantum field, your intentions more focused, your ability to attract what you desire more precise. Your brain has developed what the celestial realms call internal validation circuits, neural pathways that strengthen every time you trust your own judgment. Instead of seeking external confirmation, your brain has learned to recognize and trust its own signals, its own ancestral wisdom. This is my promise to you. Every step you take on this path of conscious independence is contributing to a morphic field that influences other women around the planet. You're not just evolving yourself, you're helping to evolve feminine human consciousness. Your concentrated energy, your elevated frequency, your emotional sovereignty, all of this becomes contagious in the best possible way. When you develop this level of energetic sovereignty, you become what I call a quantum attractor. Other people are naturally drawn to your energy field because it's stable, coherent, and powerful. You're not drawing people to you through need, you're attracting them through resonance. When you live alone, you naturally break free from what I call energetic entanglement patterns. These are the unconscious ways we become enmeshed with others' energy fields. By living alone, you develop what quantum physicists might call a coherent energy signature. Pure, undiluted, powerful. Continue, warrior of light. The world needs women who understand their own magnetic force, who aren't afraid to live life on their own terms. You're already feeling this resonance within you. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening. Your cells are already vibrating with this potential. I, Gabriel, seal this message with the golden light of divine truth. May you continue being the beacon you are, showing other souls what's possible when we completely choose ourselves. If this message touched your heart deeply, if you felt a chill of recognition running down your spine, if something in your soul vibrated in resonance with these truths, write in the comments, I claim my magnetic sovereignty. Let the angels feel your presence in this sacred moment. Let Gabriel know that you heard your soul's calling and are ready to fully embrace the magnetic woman you've become. By writing these words, you're declaring to the universe that you don't just accept your journey of independence, you celebrate it as the sacred path it has always been. For those who feel ready to dive even deeper into this transformation, write, I'm ready to radiate my light without asking permission. This is your decree of energetic sovereignty, your declaration that you no longer need the world's approval to be exactly who you are. Gabriel whispers a final truth that needs to echo in every cell of your being. Your choice to live alone was never about isolation. It was about incubation. Like a butterfly that needs the cocoon for its complete metamorphosis, you needed this sacred space of solitude to develop wings that could carry not just your dreams, but inspire others to fly. Every difficulty you faced alone, every problem you solved with your own creativity, every moment of doubt you transformed into inner certainty. All of this was building a neural architecture of independence that few human beings managed to develop. You weren't depriving yourself of connections. You were preparing yourself for connections of an extraordinarily elevated quality. The angels witness that your journey of self-discovery has created in you a unique magnetic capacity. You attract people and opportunities that resonate with your elevated frequency. It's not that you became antisocial. You became selectively social, attracting only what truly aligns with your transformed essence. Your presence now carries a natural therapeutic quality. People feel more centered around you because you radiate an energy of completeness that seeks nothing from them. This is the magic of conscious independence. The less you energetically need from others, the more they're drawn to your energetic orbit. Gabriel reveals that this isn't just personal transformation, it's planetary service. Every woman who masters this way of being becomes a beacon showing others what's possible. Your energy signature becomes part of what scientists call the morphic field, influencing collective consciousness in ways we're only beginning to understand. Gabriel opens a dimensional portal to show the future unfolding before you. See your magnetic energy attracting opportunities that align perfectly with your soul's mission. Feel how each day brings synchronicities that confirm you're on the right path. Observe how people and circumstances appear in your life almost magically, all resonating with the elevated frequency you've cultivated. Your future isn't just bright, it's revolutionary. You'll become a living example that a woman complete within herself is a force of nature capable of creating extraordinary realities. Your professional achievements will flourish because your energy isn't divided or drained by dependency dynamics. Your creativity will explode in directions you can't even imagine yet. Visualize future relationships, romantic, friendships, professional, all based on conscious choice, not unconscious need. You'll attract people who celebrate your independence instead of trying to diminish it. Connections that amplify your light, instead of competing for your energy. Gabriel shows how your influence will spread like waves in a crystal lake. Other women will look at you and think, if she can do it, so can I. You'll become a silent catalyst for other souls to awaken to their own magnetic power. Your life will become a living message that it's possible to be complete, fulfilled, and magnetically powerful by consciously choosing yourself. The next chapters of your life will be written with golden ink of manifestations that flow with divine ease, because you've become a clear channel for the universe to work through you. Prepare yourself for abundance that reflects your new internal frequency of completeness and personal sovereignty. I see opportunities flowing to you like iron filings to a magnet. Not because you're chasing them, but because your coherent energy field naturally attracts aligned circumstances. Your business ventures, creative projects, and personal relationships will all carry this signature of conscious choice rather than unconscious need. Before we say goodbye, I need to know, did this message resonate with your soul in a way you can physically feel? Tell me in the comments how this angelic revelation touched your heart. Share if you recognize in yourself this magnetic force that Gabriel described. If you feel this energetic sovereignty pulsing in your veins. For those who want to continue receiving channeled messages from the angels about how to further develop your personal magnetic power, consider subscribing to this sacred channel. Each video is a direct transmission from the celestial realms to courageous souls like yours, who have chosen the path of conscious evolution. And if you know other women who are navigating their own journey of independence, who are questioning whether they're on the right path, share this message with them. Sometimes a soul just needs to hear that their choice of autonomy is sacred, that their journey of independence is actually a divine mission. Gabriel leaves a final blessing surrounding you in golden light. May you continue radiating your magnificence without asking permission. May your magnetic energy continue attracting everything destined to elevate your journey. And may you never forget that your independence isn't loneliness. It's spiritual sovereignty in action. Until the next video, dear magnetic soul, may the angels continue guiding you in every step of this extraordinary journey of discovering just how powerful you really are when you completely choose yourself. The light you carry isn't just yours, it's a gift to the entire world. So it is, and so it shall be. Amen.